So I'm excited today to talk to you about a new thing that we've added in order to make it easier to use the point of sale system. Hopefully you're already started to play with it a little bit. Before any of the things I'm going to show you are going to work, you have to go in and set up your POS first by going to the settings, POS, and then general categories, payments, items, packages, etc. But once you have it set up, what's nice is we have now integrated it to where from the registrations you can start a invoice for a customer instantly, and it will generate that customer for us. So if we go in and we take a look at a registration, so here's a registration I made for today saying that we have a scuba team building event, and one person's done a waiver so far and they paid us for it. Here is a little $ icon next to the party name, and you'll see if you mouse over it says create invoice. So if I click on that, what it's going to do is it will look in the database to see if a company called Scuba Team Building and Larry Dag and all that is already in existence. If it is, it will just add the information to that customer. If it's not there, we'll create that customer for us based on the information that we have in the reservation. So now we can go in and we say this person is doing they're doing a special event package today, and they have 20 people coming in. So we're going to update that. So they owe us $900 plus tax, and we're going to let's just go pay for this right now. So and we'll say that they're doing it with a credit card, and here's their receipt. So now we have that customer done. That individual thing. If we go look at our reports, we can see that the report we're showing here is the invoice. Over and above that, if we go in and we look at our POS for the day, we can look at our closed invoices, and here's the invoice right there. Okay. Now we can look up customers now by their name through the dashboard right here, so you can do a new invoice or look for customers. But let's go back to the registration. Let's suppose we have the registration open, and that person comes up a little while later and says, hey, we ran out of paint, we need to buy some more paint. I just click on that again, it's going to generate a new invoice, and we're going to go into paintballs and we're going to sell them I don't know, 3 cases of paint. And so they're going to pay for that, and they gave me cash for that. All right, so now we're going to give them the receipt there. And so they've done that. Now, let's also suppose that one of the guys from the group comes up and says, "Hey, I want to buy some popcorn and some water," but but it's not going to be paid for by the company. So we need to start a new invoice for him, a new customer. If we go look at anybody's waiver, since you already have a waiver now, as soon as you click on their waivers, you will see there's a button up here that says create invoice. So this will create invoice for this guy Jim Scuba, and at that phone number, etc. So when I create a new invoice for him, it generated this customer Jim Scuba now, and we can go into our retail and we can say that he wants to buy a dog tag, and go to our concessions and sell him a slushie and a large popcorn and an ice cream. Now, if we want, we can leave this as an open invoice, and because he might get some more stuff later, and so if we want to leave it as a tab, we can. And as a matter of fact, here comes our guys from the group, and they've already gone through their 3 cases of ammo, so they want to go through another one. So we're going to sell them another couple of cases, and they're not going to pay for that one either. So if I go to my dashboard now, I'll see I have a couple of open invoices here, one for Jim Scuba, one for Scuba Team Building. And I did it without having to type in any of their names or any of that type of stuff. Now, when these guys are done, maybe they decide they don't need any more, so they're going to go pay for that. And they're going to pay for that with a credit card, and we print out their receipt if we want. And then we can go back to our dashboard, and we hit up our Jim Scuba guy, and he wants to add a small ice cream and a water and a small popcorn and another ice cream here. So anyway, he's added some more stuff to it, and now he's going to pay for that, and he's giving us cash. And we do our receipt, And so now we're all done. Now, the beauty of this, we go look at our reports and we have all this information. Here's all of the number of invoices we did, how much was cash, how much was credit card, what individual items they bought, how many people played, etc. But then also, when we're dealing with the POS now, we have the ability to go in and we can look at customers and we can look up Scuba Team Building, and when we do, we can pull down to the bottom and there's invoices. This lists all the invoices that that customer has ever had with us. And if that same customer comes back next week, be it that Jim Scuba, an individual, or a group like this, we can keep on adding them. So all of the invoices will be there that we can go check out. If I click on one of these, it takes me back to that. So whether or not it was an open invoice or not, in fact, let's go take a look at this. This is kind of fun. We'll go to the registration. And we will say that Scuba Team Building, they actually are getting one more case of paintballs, but they don't have any money. They ran out of money. So they're going to come back and pay for it later. So later on, even if it's another day, we can leave that as open. We can go to Scuba Team Building in the future. We can go look at their invoices, and any open invoices are going to be shown in red. So they can come in the next day and say, yeah, sorry, our credit card got declined. Nobody had any cash, but now I want to pay for that. So I can just pop it up and then I can pay for it at that time. And here's his cash and there's his receipt. And now if we go in and take a look and go to our dashboard and we pop up that customer again and we take a look at their invoices, we'll see that all their invoices are now paid. All right. So anyway, there's some new stuff. We're pretty excited about it because it's a true integration of the registration into the POS and the waivers into the POS. So it wraps our four items together here. Now the idea is you get these people to book, you sell them stuff here, you make sure they do waivers, and then you can do POS from the registration or the waivers. Then we have that data to do the promotions in order to send them birthday notices or other emails. Wraps the whole thing together into a completely cohesive point of sale registration waiver promo package for you. So hopefully you're going to have some fun with that. With any questions, feel free to give me a call.